Alright, so I'm going to show you a video of how to frame in a Lazy Susan that doesn't have a back wall to it. All the videos I've seen on YouTube, the Lazy Susan attached to a back wall. This doesn't have a back wall, and it's a frameless Lazy Susan. So what I'm doing is I'm making a Peninsula L shape coming over here. So the first thing I had to do was obviously level everything off. I put a 2x4 against the wall, made sure everything was attached to the studs, because when the granite comes and sits on top of this, the granite can't sit on top of the Lazy Susan because there's no frame and it's too heavy, so it'll push it down. And since there's no back wall over here, I had to build a frame in the back. So the first thing is a 2x4, attach it to the wall, make sure it's level here. So the granite's gonna sit right on top of this. Then, since there's no back wall, the 36-inch cabinet, I had to make sure it didn't move anywhere. So what I did was put 90-degree brackets, one on that side, one in the middle, and one over here. So the way I secured it to the floor is lift up the cabinet, secure it to the floor, and then you attach it. Now what I did is I used panhead screws, number 8, 1 inch. I didn't want to go through the back, but at the end I realized it didn't matter because you have a 4-inch space for the toe kick. So you could even use longer screws if you want. And then what I did to build out the frame is, again, made sure everything was level on this side. And the way I attached it was use some of the corner braces up here. This is critical because there's no stud over here, so I had to make sure that I secured it on this side. Let's see what else. Okay, so the other thing that I did is for the Lazy Susan out to move, I put a 2x6 here to here, but I had to rip it down to 4 1/4, and then the 2x6 actually fit perfectly right over here because it's only 5.5 inches, and I secured this. Then what I did is on the inside attach 2 screws from the inside of the Lazy Susan to here, and I'll show you that now. So there's one screw and there's the other screw, and then I attached it on the bottom. So now that I have screws here and screws here, and then this is mounted, none of this is going anywhere. The Lazy Susan isn't going anywhere. Oh, another critical thing that I did to level everything out and make sure it was straight is I used a T-square, put it up against the drywall, and then when I framed my basement using metal studs, this is a 10-foot stud. So now I have that as my guide, and when I had that as my guide, that is what I had it to make sure it was straight 90-degree line. Oh, and the other thing I did is I wanted to make sure that when I moved the Lazy Susan and the 36-inch cabinets, I was moving one piece. So the first thing I did was secure both of them using panhead screws down over here, you know, right through there. So that's about it. I'm hoping this video helps other people frame out a frameless Lazy Susan that doesn't have a back wall.